Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and we're just trotting along the month of December. It is just plowing away. See how I did there? I know, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Jeez. Okay, so we're going to do the week of the 15th today. I couldn't help it. I wanted to wait till next week at least before I used my Christmas deck, but it's been sitting there looking at me. And I can't. I had to use it. And I'm going to use the gold foil just because, you know, you have to. And, well, you don't have to, but I feel like I have to. Okay, a few announcements. On Wednesday, I'm going to be looking at the tarot scope for Pisces for 2025. Now, the second announcement is that by that time, if you haven't seen your life path number Tarot Path 2025, I would go to that channel and check them out because they will have been all dropped. Okay, Monday and Tuesday are the last two between 9 and the Masters, and every other one has been done. Yes, and they were amazing. Okay, they were completely amazing. I am holding out nothing less than yours going to be amazing as well. I'm going to be using the same decks to do the Pisces one that I did with the Tarot Path, and I'm so grateful that you are here. And of course, in a couple of weeks, I will be dropping again the video for the month of January. Okay, so yeah, there we go. All announcements are done, I think. Anyway. And so let's get on with it. Let's go see what this week has for you. And we're going to be taking my Yuletide deck. Yes. My Christmas deck. Oh, yes. And I will be doing a flip through of this one tomorrow on the Connect to the Deck channel. And by the way, I have started posting in the Magic of Gratitude, so go check that out. Those are shorts, and I think I'm going to stick it to shorts. I think I'm going to stick to shorts. Yeah, better phrasing there. It's going to be like I don't think it's going to be every day, but maybe a couple times a week. So go ahead and subscribe to that if you want, and they'll pop up on your feed, and they'll give you a nice little gratitude thought of the day. And if you want to share in the comments of the short what you're grateful for, then go ahead. Okay, that's what that channel is for. I'm putting my best step forward for 2025. I want to bring happiness and harmony, and I want people to focus on gratitude. So that's my what do you call it? That's my contribution to all of you for 2025, okay? So go ahead and see that. It's a smallish channel right now, so that's fine. We're just going to work on that. All right, so thank you, my guides, for giving me time to say all of that. And here we go. Let's take a look at what's coming up for the week. All right. Okay. 2 cards. Yay, 2 cards. But, oh, why'd it have to be that? Okay. It's cold. It's giving me the coals, okay? Okay, now I gotta read the 5 of Canes. I think the Canes are swords. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Let's take a look. Good cheer is, I think, cups. Gifts is pentacles. And let's see. Gifts. Canes, good cheer, gifts. Candles is wands, yeah. So this is swords. Sorry, had to reacquaint myself. Let's bring this down. You got nowhere to go, right? You're saying, so you're spending time with me here right now. So what's this week about? You have the 5 of Canes, but then the King of Canes comes in. So there may be a battle of some sort going on, okay? Yeah, that's not so good, okay? However, I like that the King of Canes came in because he's getting a better view of something, okay? I think that's what's happening here, okay? It's like the children are playing and there's been some kind of kerfuffle, but the adult in you, or the adult, which is you, comes in and kind of sees the situation on a bigger viewpoint. I love this because that's what it gives me that idea of, you know. Sometimes our fights or our arguments or our disagreements feel like a childish thing, right? Even for myself, sometimes I go, why am I acting this way? Why am I doing these things? Why can't I see past all of this? And then at one point, something, a master energy, a bigger self comes in and kind of looks at it from a different viewpoint. And I really feel that's what you're going to be doing this week. I wouldn't surprise me because, like I said, the holiday seasons every year, some people have to deal with other energies, if you know what I mean. And you're seeing people you haven't seen in a long time. You're going to see families, and then you'd have to deal with this, and you have to be that person, okay? So, yeah, maybe this is that kind of energy. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like, and 2 cards came out for this, okay. Queen and the Chariot, yeah. Okay, so right here, it's telling me you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords coming in together, okay? To see both sides of the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is always seeing both sides. It's like, it's like I always say, it depends who's the winning team. Who thinks they're the right side of the argument. It depends on what side of the argument you're on. And I feel that when you have the masculine and the feminine, they're kind of balancing you out to see the truth of it, right? It's getting both sides of the story. And you see the Chariot card come in saying like, okay, let's guide this in a direction where it needs to go. So I apologize, but this week is going to be work for you. Freudian slip, as they say. This week is going to be work for you. You're going to be working it. Oh yeah, you're going to be working it. I feel like I'm saying all the wrong things. I'm getting sayings wrong. The words are coming out wrong. So just watch what you are saying this week, okay? How you are phrasing things. I would sit with them for a little while. And I feel that's what Spirit is saying too, okay? Be strong, strength of character, strength of mind. Be very critical of your words and your thoughts. Just take a moment before you blah. Because sometimes we say things, and I do it all the time. I trip all over my tongue, and people give me a look like, what did you just... Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. You know, I'm terrible. First of all, I'm speaking my second language, even though sometimes people don't think I am French to begin with, but I really am. Because my mother was English, but it's still, every once in a while, my brain trips on itself when it comes to speaking a different language, and the sayings come out all wrong. And people just stare at me strangely, like, well, what did you just say, okay? It's the week to stick to it instead of sticking it, you know, like that kind of stuff. So it's just be a little bit, just take a moment, okay? Take a breath like I will now. Because I feel like I'm rushing through this. Like I feel like I'm being told like you have a lot of energy, just go, let's just do it. But you may end up with a broken snowman. So just take a moment, you know, if it's outside of you. I feel some of these situations for this week, it's actually outside of you. It's not you. It might be somebody else. So I've seen many readers say that this could be you or somebody else. Well, in this case, I feel this could be you or somebody else, okay? You could be the one who's, you know, feeling a little bit bratty, or somebody is being bratty and you're the one who has to take the higher road. So either way, take the higher road. Even if you're feeling bratty, sit with it for a while, balance it out, and then, you know, bring your Chariot around to something better. All right, so... I wanted happier cards with my Christmas deck. I'm talking to my guides. Yeah. Oh, there's a happier card. Ace of Good Cheer. Ask and he shall receive. So, instead, focus on, of course, the Ace of Hearts. The new starts. And the Chariot is kind of saying that, right? Even if you start off on a little bit of a crooked foot, just regain your balance and then walk in a better direction, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. I love what's underneath the deck. You got the 10 of coins. Such a beautiful card. Very cheery, very happy. Yeah, there it is. There's that 5 again, okay? The solution to this Five of Swords that keeps coming in is definitely a heart space. It's more of sitting, it's definitely putting it on the right foot and getting a fresh start. The Ace of Cups is about a fresh start. It's about expressions of love. It's tuning into your higher self. Okay? It's new. Letting your heart take flight. Okay? It's starting over again. So I feel like they're saying start over again when it comes to this situation. Okay? Don't let it poison the atmosphere or the energy of what you're trying to bring about here. We can all feel that way. We can all like end up like I recently just had a weekend where I was just out of sorts. Like I just couldn't do it. And it was, the more I didn't know why, the more frustrating it became. And my poor husband was just at a loss of, you know, like what how can I help you? And I said, I think it's something I've got to do for myself. You can't take responsibility when I'm so blatantly in a bad mood. You know, like it's nothing you've done. I don't even know what's going on. And of course it's, you know, probably hormone related. Or it may be just some work that I need to do, energetic, you know, like it could be something from the past that's regurgitating when the holidays comes up. Sometimes things come up and you have to deal with it. And I said, as much as I appreciate it, you know, just be with me, you know, just be with me, hold my hand. And you know, don't be too concerned if my face is not smiling 24/7. I'll get through it. I will. It's easier when you're here, right? So, sometimes it's just not easy to have the good cheer, but if you keep trying and you keep doing something, it'll eventually, something will reveal itself, okay? Something will reveal itself. And this part is always like this part of the push and pull between the other people. People who love you, who want to help you. People who are antagonizing you, don't want to help you. There's always the two sides of everything. So please just take a look at everything in a very general way and put a little love in it. A little love will always help. Having that conversation with my husband, he's mine, right? It made him feel like he wasn't at fault. He didn't do anything. But by putting love into it, it helps. So, just do the best that you can, okay, with these things. Absolutely. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, I know I'm probably not one of the biggest. I'm not probably the biggest, and I shouldn't say this because it's like you're putting it out there. But I know I'm not saying what people who love to say. It's like, oh, something wonderful is about to happen. Yeah, I can tell you that. Something wonderful is about to happen. You're going to get insight. You're going to overcome something. You're going to be absolutely wonderful about something. And you're going to come out the other end of the week feeling better about yourself. And that's all well and fine. But we're dealing with energies here, okay? I'm trying to help you overcome something. I'm trying to help you see that when you're not feeling great, you're going to get some insight. And there he is, Mr. Insight himself, Mr. Hermit. You know what we're going into, right? Please, please. I've said it a million times now. What year are we going into, everybody? Please, in the comments, go ahead. Hermit. 2025 is a Hermit year, okay? So we're going to get a lot of insight. We're going to a lot of perspective. The planet is, anyway. People are going to become aware of themselves. Now, I know everybody's talking about the age of Aquarius, you know, coming in. We're going into Aquarius, and Pluto is leaving, and we're going to see all kinds of awareness. Well, yeah, it's also the Hermit year, and that comes with, okay? Also, you have the, what is this? This is the 3. This is my favorite. In introspection, when you quiet down, when you take a moment to observe, when you take a moment to meditate, the Hermit will let you know that your guides will come in, okay? This is my card for spirit guides, the 3 of Pentacles. When they came to me quite a long time ago, they came through me through this card, okay? They were letting me know they were going to be a guiding light, okay? I'm the one up on that scaffolding trying to do stuff, and they're kind of guiding me, you know, like, no, take a left, no, take a right, and that's exactly how I feel, okay? In that time, you can get signs and guidance, okay? If you quiet enough, if you stay quiet enough, especially through the upcoming year, if you allow the flows and then the ebbs to guide you, when you're getting stuck and it's saying stop for a moment, if you can go into meditation and go into insight and go into perspective, you will gain a lot of wisdom. And you will gain it from your spirit guide, whether you know them by name or not, okay? Most of my life, I wasn't in communication, or I didn't physically every day in the physical world, you know, give them a spot going, my energies of Mona and Liam come in and protect me and all of that. I didn't, but they were still there. They were still there. I knew there was something bigger guiding. And I knew part of it was me, because I'm part of this magic. You're part of this magic. I watch people who talk about what we do here as New Age. You know, you want to hear something funny? We're not New Age at all. We're very old age. These are things that have been forgotten. How to trust your inner self, your higher self, your intuitive self, your energetic self. You know, that thing that we feel but cannot define physically. You can't touch love unless you're touching somebody you love. That's not the same thing, okay? That feeling, gut feelings, you know, when you're going down and somebody's energy, you know, feels off. There is no real, there's no real thing that explains that, but you just know, right? These are all the things that happen when we're the quietest, right? When we're pondering somebody we care about, that feeling of love kind of just grows and expands. When we meet somebody for the first time and we're not busy blathering all the time, we'll know whether their energy feels inviting or repulsive, okay? There's a lot of in the quiet times that your energies and your guides, and you too, okay? It's not just somebody coming in and going, whoa, don't do that. It's a whole energy bubble that is working with you, okay? It's part of who you are. It's probably the most important part, okay? Because it will be with you. It will always be you. You will always be this energy. Always. That's eternal. That's when they say eternal life. That's eternal energy. You're energetically eternal. You may transform and become something different, but you will always be part of that energy. Always, 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 always. Isn't that comforting? I think that's very comforting. Okay, so let's keep going. A little bit of that. So whenever you get the time to be introspective this week, please take it. Remember, we're going into that year, so practice makes perfect, okay? The more you got it down pat before the new year comes in, the better it is, because you're going to be utilizing the tools that the universe and the planet are offering this year to help you along on your journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I think I saw the High Priestess come up, and she is very, she's a close associate to the Hermit. I always feel that. I always feel that they're really together. Okay. So Krampus, or the devil, or the evil one, here he comes. He actually isn't. He's something that we definitely, people subscribe to on the planet. And you know what? A lot of the time, it's to blame something else than themselves. Okay? There he is again. Woohoo! All right. So it's to see beyond the restrictions. This is restrictive, okay? If you see it's chains, it's somebody being stuffed in a basket. There's chains there too. Do you see it? Okay. So yeah, the biggest thing that they want me to talk about as in block, especially with the King of Swords coming in again, is the restrictions. And I think the biggest part that they want you to realize is that you have a choice, especially when it comes to mental blocks or restrictions, that is you, okay? It's nobody else. Somebody can make you feel like you're restricted, okay? They can do things and you're saying, that doesn't feel good, it makes me feel stuck and all this, but you have a choice to walk away, okay? You don't need to stay in there near their energy or near their energy, okay? These chains, they're mental, they're not actual. Unless you have actual change, then yeah, you need you know, get help. Get help, okay? We're talking about mental chains on this channel. We're talking about mental chains, mental restrictions. Because it double came out, I feel like it's saying if you don't get yourself out of these cycles of guilt, frustrations, these are forms of addiction too, to be stuck in this mindset. Okay, you're addicted to that because that's what you're used to. It's like every day you have a cup of coffee, you become, you know, addicted to your cup of coffee. Well, if every day you come out and you go, oh, that shouldn't be that way, and your mindset stays that way, that's also the same thing. Okay, so he's saying, again, get up on that hill, because you may say, yeah, but there's two of those and one of him. No, 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 there's actually two of him, too. Okay? He keeps coming back up and telling you, it's time to get, it's time to cut right to the truth of the matter. Okay? Find your objective, get your logic out, get your authority out, get your assertiveness out, okay? Keep the negative emotions out of it, because that can also not help, okay? Become a mastermind. You know, become an advisor for yourself or somebody else, like I said, okay? Be so determined. Be so determined in getting to where you want to go that it can offer, like it can almost be blinding. And I don't mean it in a bad way, because I don't like saying that. That's why I'm stopping before I say it. But you're blinded by something different. Sometimes a push in the other direction brings balance. And that's what I'm feeling here. Okay? I always ask myself, when I say no, when I get a pushback, when I feel like I don't want to do something new. I have a list, an ongoing list, and you guys know, where I keep doing things. And sometimes some of those things stay on that list a little longer than other things. It's because I have a fear of not being capable of doing it, or lacking the skills of doing it, or it's just a fear that something might go wrong when I'm doing it. And I always ask myself, what will happen if something goes wrong? Well, first of all, you're anticipating something that hasn't happened yet. That's one. And two, if it does, I'm sure, you know, other people have had problems and have figured out solutions. Usually it's things that other people have done. So you can find a way. We have the information highway that's got so much there that you can try a million different things. And when I finally break through it and do it, sometimes it takes a while. Maybe there's two devils, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I'll put it aside. And then it comes up again, oh, I'll put it aside. And then finally my king goes, no, let's do this. Let's be adults. Let's be mature about this. Let's do it. When you finally charge in and do it, you feel good about yourself. But it takes a minute. It takes a minute to pass through those to free yourself from that cycle of fear, guilt, whatever's happening, okay? So you got to push back. It's a pushback, definitely. You say, no, no, you're not putting these chains on me. You're not putting these chains on me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. And then you can scratch that stuff off your list and move on. And move on and continue. That's what I do, and that's what I'm going to continue doing. I'm going to make things happen in my life. Things are happening in my life, and I'm going to continue making things happen in my life. And I want you to do the same. Make 2025 your best year yet. Push past the boundaries. Do the things, right? All right. So, the Seven of Candles is the Seven of Wands. Boy, what kind of week are we having? I can tell the holidays are coming. I can tell the holidays are coming. Because you have the Seven of Candles, which is perseverance. And then you have the Knight of Good Cheer. I feel that's what's happening, okay? The Knight of Good Cheer is the Knight of Cups. It's never been my favorite because I feel like he's the drama queen of the cups. He's the one of the love him and leave him. You know, he was the Casanova. When I started looking, he's like, get on your horse and I'm in love. Here's the flowers. Here's the cup. I love you. And tomorrow, well, I'm gone. You know, like it's a love him and leave him. And I feel that it's drama. I feel there's a lot of drama. He's the one who's going to get drunk at the party. You know, he's the one who's going to do stuff that you're going to go, he's just wonderful. And the next day he's like completely gone. I feel that if you can get past the overwhelming emotion of whatever you're trying to get through, you should be okay. Okay? But you're going to have to stick to your mindset. That's what I feel. Because that's defense, standing your ground. Okay? In times of opposition. He feels very much on the stage like going, oh, well, you know, but listen to my point of view. And that can be very dramatic. It can feel very dramatic on the system. It can feel very hard to get yourself, you know, to put yourself out there. But you can do it. You have the Two of Wands. I love the two. So plan for it this week would probably be a better thing as well. They're suggesting just, you know, make a plan of action. 1, I'm going to do this. 2, I'm going to do this. Like that thing that I was scared about. 1, I'm going to go in and do. It had to do with technology, right? I had to update some stuff and I didn't know if it was going to go well or not. So it's like, 1, I'm going to take a screenshot of what's there because I'm updating things. So I don't want to lose what was there. 2, I'm going to find the numbers of contacts if I need help. 3, I'm going to start doing the thing. 4, I'm going to complete the thing. You know, like you just you know, get yourself ready. It's a little bit of defense mode, but also downplaying this. It's like by preparation, by defending what you believe in, by doing the thing, by taking those first steps, you're kind of exposing yourself to the crowd, but you're also preparing yourself, okay? With the 2, you're going, okay, I'm going to take these things and I'm going to prepare. I'm going to plan. I'm going to plan for this. I'm going to contemplate. I'm going to think innovatively. I'm going to have choices. It has potential, and I'm going to make progress. Sometimes that's all you need, okay? And then you feel so much better about it because you have possibilities. You took your fears and you did what you could. Sometimes you won't have what you need right away, but it's a good place to start. And some people will say, well, that's over planning if nothing happens. Yes, but if something happens and you don't get to panic and it's not going to scar you for next time, you're always going to feel like you're prepared for things. I'm prepared for it, you know? Preparation is a big thing in my world. All right. So finally, let's go. The 3 of Good Cheer. Okay. Don't forget to reconnect with what's important inside of you this week, okay? The 3 of Cups, again, it's celebrate your successes, okay? Celebrate your positive growth, whatever it is, however big or small, celebrate it. It's very important, okay? And leave the heartbreak behind. Leave the worries behind. I think that's the biggest part. I think it's leave your mindset that's not serving you behind you. Like just Just, it's hard to do though sometimes. It's hard to change. It's hard to go on that quest for a better feeling. But it is so worth it. It's so worth it for you. I'm going to pull one more card out of this deck here. I don't want to leave on the 8 because the 8 feels like I'm leaving. Right. We're back to the Ace of Cups. We're back to the Ace of Cups. So leave the heartbreak. Leave the pain behind. Okay. And go to your fresh start. Go to love. Go to your expressions of love. Okay. Love and love. Love will save the day. It sure as heck will. I'm telling you it does. Okay. When I feel bad, you know, I find with one of the men in my life and I give him a super big hug. That usually helps a heck of a lot. Okay? So, if you need one in the comments, you guys, just write, Jane, I need a hug. I'll give you a virtual hug. I swear to God I will. I'll respond. I will give you a hug. Okay? And know that I mean it. I'm sending to you as soon as I reply. You can feel it smack dab in your energy. Know that you're going to be fine. Everything is good. Everything is good. Take it one step at a time. Okay? There's nothing worse than a missed opportunity because you're afraid of what might be. There's nothing worse than that. Don't let your opportunities or your wisdom or lessons or life, just experiencing life. We have a short amount of time here. Don't waste any part of it in fear over things that might not happen, in disagreements of people who are just not happy, you know. Let's find a common ground, okay? Let's be a master. Let's figure it out. Let's keep ourselves in the happiest place we can find. Little story before we left. I went to a store to buy Christmas decorations because I've decided now that we have a little bit of money now because most of our stuff is paid, that I wanted to put one more thing in our lawn every year. Yeah, I'm that Christmas person. And I was looking at the stuff and I was getting angry because they were charging so much for such simple decorations that I could make. But after a while I stopped thinking of things that I could buy and just kind of stood and looked at the aisles where all the decorations were lit up. And I let myself embrace the spirit of the season. And you know what I mean? It's the twinkly lights. It's the scintillating stuff. It's the red and the green. It's just the Christmas tunes in the background, you know, the old Christmas tunes. I love old Christmas tunes. And I just stood there very quietly. I actually leaned on a post and I was just looking at something. And I actually had another person come up. Which was weird. I was alone for a bit. And then I had another couple come in and the lady kind of leaned on the other side of the post and she looks at me. And she goes, "It is really pretty, isn't it?" I said, "The displays?" I said, "Oh, absolutely." I said, and I forgot that sometimes you don't really need to buy anything. You just need to look at it. You just need to feel the beauty, the energy of beauty. And I think that's what's always been important to me. And I had a revelation that that's what's important to me. It's not the actual things, it's the feeling it brings to me. So every store after that, I took a moment to just stand there and glance at the twinkly lights or the things that I love to watch and enjoyed it. Don't forget to enjoy a beautiful, energetic moment, okay? Don't let the busyness of certain times of year get to you or life get in the way of a beautiful moment. Take it in. Doesn't cost a thing, and it makes you feel absolutely wonderful. I leave you with this, my beautiful Pisces. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and as we are speeding to the holiday season, I hope that you are taking it easy and letting the spirit of the season really infuse you with a smile and joy, okay? I know we're all at different places. Some of us are in the middle of a very optimistic time, and some of us are maybe not so optimistic this time of year. I know I have a few people who are on both sides, and all I ask of you is that wherever you are in your life, to take a moment to really and enjoy something that you like doing, whether it's holiday related or not, okay? Take time to take care of you and just enjoy your energy and your quiet. Give yourself room in your brain to feel love, happiness, and peace and joy, okay? Whatever that means to you. And I will see you again this week on Tuesday to do a follow-up on this, and also on Wednesday to do your Taroscope for 2025, woot woot, and also your Oracle on Thursday, okay? So I will see you then. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.